I'm going to a movie premiere. All I've been talking about is how I wanted to go to the Snow White movie premiere. Yesterday, I'm in my family's kitchen. I get an email. I see that the header is "You're invited," an apple emoji, and then it says Snow White. I started bawling my eyes out. I put a clip on the video where I announced it. I'll put the clip here too. I just got invited to the premiere. Lost my mind, fell to the ground. I'm going. I'm making 2 red carpet dresses because I don't know which one I want to wear. I can't decide. I'll show you guys my options. Now, as we know, Joann's is going out of business. So when I got the email, I jumped in my car and I ran to Joann's because it's already picked over and I needed some fabric. And the funny thing is that I was already planning on making a red carpet dress. It was going to be my emergency dress on the off chance I got invited and was in California. And it actually happened. So I already had fabric, but now I'm doubting if I want to use that. I have 2 different ideas in my head. I'm gonna make both of them. My original idea is that I had this satin and then this beautiful gold beaded fabric. But then I have this fabric from Joann's. My mom does not like it. It's definitely giving African, like safari Lion King vibes. I was getting the fabric cut because I was like, you know what? I like it. I'm gonna get it just in case. And the lady cutting, I was like, wow, the inside of it is really pretty too. I was like, oh, let me see. Oh my gosh, I love it even more. It's hard to tell on camera, but in person, it's got like this metallic sheen to it. And sometimes with brocade fabrics, like you can tell that it's the back side of brocade, but you really can't tell that this is the wrong side of the fabric. So I'm using this side of the fabric. I love how it's just kind of abstract. For the blue dress, my idea for this one is like a very long T-length style. Horsehair braid in the hem so that it's voluminous. A circle skirt gathered up, pleated out on the sides. I want it to be just a princess shape and hit right above the ankles so that you can still see the shoes. And then I have a lot of ideas for the top, but I'm focusing on the skirt today. Basically, I cut out 2 half circle skirts with the largest waist radius possible. I'm gonna sew them together to make a circle skirt, and then we have to let it hang because I think that the fabric might stretch out a little tiny bit. And much like the Barbie Rapunzel dress that I just finished, I believe I'm gonna do a horse hem braid. I believe I'm gonna do a horse hair braid hem to this to make it flouncy. It's officially day 1 of working on this. Technically, I guess yesterday was day 1, but all I had time for was to cut the skirt. So this has been hanging overnight. Don't worry about what's happening up here. I was trying stuff out, but I'm trying to do the skirt right now. That's my priority numero uno. So I need to even out this hem. It has stretched a few inches out, so we've got to even it, and then we're gonna horsehair braid it. And I'm a little nervous about this. The fabric is so heavy, I don't think horsehair braid just on the hem is gonna do anything. I'm gonna also add it going up. I'm trying to nail this shape of this skirt. So I have an image in my head where I wanted it to be folded on the waist, on the sides, but more flat in the front. It's not totally laying how I would like it, so I'm trying to figure out how to get it to do so. It's kind of almost too stiff in the front. I might need to like slightly gather this just so that there's a little bit of gathering. The length is good though. I want it flat like right here, and then I need to gather it in the back some more, and then it's folded in. I just found this satin. I'm going to use some of this for a lining, but I don't know if I have enough. And I do not know what I want to do with the bodice. We're gonna figure it out. I like my back. I feel like I might want sort of an open back on both of the dresses. Straps maybe on this one, but I think I'm only going to use probably mainly these 2 pattern pieces. It'll go like this. And then I think I'm gonna take this side back piece, and instead of having it go like that, I'll taper it down and it'll just have like a small little corset down here. Oh my gosh, it's bright out. We're working on the bodice. So the lining like that. And Hubert is driving me crazy. He's driving me crazy. Oh, there's something in my eye. Oh, Hubert, please go. Go away. Go away. His medicine has not been working recently. He takes 400 milligrams of gabapentin a day. He just went to the vet. She said he could up it to 500 milligrams. It's literally like he's not even having 200 milligrams, you guys, but I don't want to pay for 500 because I just can't keep paying for this medicine. And it just literally stopped working. He's like having a really rough patch right now. It's very annoying. Okay, yeah, I think this is gonna be very small. Oh my gosh, Hubert, please. You just gotta go. You just gotta go. Okay, tell me if you guys can figure this out. I have several Echoes or Alexas. 2 of them are here. One of them is at my parents' house that are connected to my account, okay? And then we have at our family's house one that's downstairs that we play music in. So I was listening to Kanye West a few minutes ago, and all of a sudden it stops and Willy Wonka starts playing the soundtrack, and I'm like, what? I was like, that's something my mom would be putting on. So I text my mom, I'm like, are you listening to Willy Wonka right now? And she goes, yeah. How did you know that? And I'm like, it started playing in here. Isn't that weird? Like, I understand if maybe my device upstairs heard her say downstairs to the downstairs one what to play, but how would it transfer a mile down the road to my apartment and start playing here? Isn't that so weird? That makes no sense to me. If you hear Hubert, just ignore him. He's having a freak out day. It's especially bad today. It's not fair because it sets him off when I open my windows because he just wants adventure in the great wide somewhere. He is my little belle. I'm sorry, Hubert, I can't let you out. I even tried taking him on my back balcony. He tries to jump out and I'm on the 2nd floor. So, baby boy, you're not going outside. Covering these with this dress is coming together very fast. Faster than I thought it was. I'm actually obsessed with how this is turning out. I don't see how I'm gonna choose the gold one over this. It's gonna be mostly backless. You see how it dips way down? And I'm definitely gonna need some sort of strap to pull this part up, but I want straps anyway. Oh my gosh, my glasses are so dirty. We need to add in some boning before we add the skirt to it. And my skirt has literally been in a makeshift sauna for an hour. I put the dress form with the skirt on it in my bathroom, and I turned the shower on as hot as it would go, and I closed the door and I let it sit in there for like the longest time because I'm just too lazy to actually get the steamer and steam it out. And so I'm hoping that it made it drop however much it needed to. We need to do the boning. Let's see. We'll use this candle. It's just gonna be like the craziest March now. I feel like I'm going to be in California for half of it. Why do I feel like I just saw a ghost walk by? California for... That was weird. Oh, I love the smell of this smoke. This is the inside, in case you're wondering. I've been working on this for about 4 hours, and it's time to add the bodice to the skirt. The best way to do this, just to pin it and sew. I think I might line the inside of the skirt because it's gonna be itchy. Brocade is already itchy, and then since the right side of the brocade is the inside, oh my gosh, that's really itchy. We've got to line it with something, but I'm just gonna add this bodice to it. I'm so excited. Hubert, how do you feel that mommy's going to a premiere? Did you calm down a little? Just a little bit, huh? Yeah, I love you. I'm trying it on. I love the volume. Let me move over to this mirror. I need to tack these in place because there's a certain way that I want all of these ruffles to lie, and I might need to put some boning in here because I want this front part to be flattened out. I think I'm gonna do one more boning layer higher up, like right here, and I think that will be good. I think doing another horsehair braid, unfortunately, is just not gonna be the move. This was my 2nd attempt, and it just makes it really wonky. Very wonky indeed. So I've wasted several hours, but that's okay. The painful part is taking it out. It takes so long. I've been at it for like an hour. I'm just so excited, you guys. And like, yeah, I had to drop so much money for this, but honestly, I don't really care. And I've mentioned before, I am such a penny pincher. I hate spending money, but I don't feel bad about spending money for this. My mom, the day that we found out, we were talking about like how much money, because she had to buy a flight down there. She was like, I've started realizing that life is really just about collecting all these different memories. And my mother spoke wisdom with that. I think it is. Like, when I think about my life, think about all these different memories I have, and this is just gonna be a new one to have. And if we're lucky, maybe it won't be the only premiere I go to, maybe it will. But I'm really excited to have this memory with my mom because I think she's right. That is really what life is about. So even though I had to spend so much money to be able to do this, it's okay. It's okay. Money will always come, but memories might not come. I think I have it somewhere I want it. The back. I wish it didn't need straps, but unfortunately it needs straps because I don't know how to make it structurally sound to stay up. It just is not tight enough, but if it's backless, I don't know how to do that, and I don't have the time to learn because I only have a few days. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. So I think he accidentally ate a piece of ribbon because suddenly there was a piece of ribbon on my floor covered in poo. And it looked like it had come straight from the source. Hubert, that's nasty. That's nasty. We had to clean. We had to clean. It was like 4 inches long because I cannot control him. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. This dress is going to be kind of 30s inspired since that's when we came out. I have this fabric that I certainly won't be able to get anymore since Joann's is out of business. And I'm going to attempt, the key word there is attempt, to do a bias cut skirt. I've never done that before, and I certainly don't really know how. You know what? We're not going to talk about that satin skirt right now. I'm just going to tell you 2 yards I don't think is enough. I know it's not enough, actually. It's not coming together because I don't have enough of the fabric. I know I'm going to choose that gray dress, but I told myself I was going to make this gold one, so I'm going to make the gold one, even though I think it's going to be so fugly. I made this like godet looking pattern because I want it to be tighter at the hips, and then there's triangles, and then it like flows out. I'll put an inspiration picture up somewhere. I have these patterns. Did I do a mock-up? No. We're just gonna hope it works. I did cut out the first piece though. Okay. Interesting. This is the top. It fits better without my pants, but obviously I can't take my pants off on the YouTube video. It's like that, form-fitting on my hips. Right now it's giving Tinkerbell, and then I'm gonna cut the panels that are kind of triangles that'll go out. Does that make sense? Honestly, now my biggest worry with this dress is, these pieces are driving me crazy. Now my biggest worry with this dress is having enough to cover the top, because almost every inch of this is going to the skirt, so it's gonna be a very skimpy top, probably a little too skimpy for Snow White, but oh my gosh, the sun is coming out. You guys, I feel so bad for my neighbors. I literally feel like an evil person, but this fabric has a million beads all over it, and the only way I can sew it is to take the beads off, but it would take me too long to cut each one off, so I'm having to hammer them off, and I just feel so bad because I don't know how loud it actually is. I'm trying to muffle it. They make noise all the time, so I feel like I'm generally a quiet tenant. I feel like generally I don't make a lot of noise. I just need to get these beads off, you know? I have news. If I look a little ugly, it's because I am. I barely have any makeup on because my skin is breaking out so badly, like to the point where I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? The past, especially like 3 months, look at me back there. Hey! The past, probably since December, my skin is the worst it's been in my entire life, and I really don't know why. Anyway, I have like this La Roche-Posay thing that I put on it when it's like this, that it like kills everything. It dries everything out, but that's the problem. It dries everything out. So my skin, I don't know if it'll pick up on camera. I'm literally molting. It's peeling off like a snake, and it's like red, and it's breaking out everywhere. So we're just not gonna talk about that. So I was going to make 2 dresses. I've made the decision. I am not wearing that gold one. I literally just about almost had a breakdown panic attack because the beaded fabric is the worst thing I've ever tried to do in my life, and I feel bad hammering it to get the beads off because my neighbors, ouch, my neighbors, I don't want to disturb them. And then I even cut every single bead off, and still for some reason my stupid sewing machine does not want to sew the fabric. I don't know what the problem is. I've broken 2 needles. Every time I sew, I can go an inch and then it'll get all tangled up, and frankly, I don't have the energy to deal with it. I'm sorry for ranting. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna do the dress that I like, that I'm gonna be comfortable in, which is the blue one. That's what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna see if I can do something with the mirrors I have. I'm gonna set the gold one aside. I do really have a pretty design in mind for this gold dress. Oh, there's a sheriff driving by. I don't think I actually have ADD, but I get really distracted. I interrupt people all the time. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to finish this dress sometime. I really like it. It's pretty. I have a beautiful design in mind, but it's just not for me for this carpet. So I'm gonna make the blue one. And I'm sorry for ranting to you. I just have to get something out. I think I need to go on a run or something today. I just have all of this pent up stuff inside me. I need to run it out, but I can't run right now because I have too much to do. This is my game plan for the next hour, 3 hours, I don't know. I'm going to reset the space. I'm gonna clean because it's a mess and it's stressing me out. I'm gonna clean everything up. I'm gonna hang up my clogs. Once the clogs have been hung, we will resume with the blue dress. I need some zen. I hate myself for what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna try adding another horsehair braid into this skirt. I think this will be my 3rd or 4th attempt, and I'm gonna just do it on top of this one right there. I just feel like it needs more, but it's not working putting it any higher up. It's hard to gauge where it's at on the skirt. So I think the only way to add more is to build it slowly up. Hubert loves human food. Did you know that? It's impossible to eat with him around. So wish me luck. Oh my gosh. Ah! Why? Inside your mind. I'm so over this stupid sewing machine. Those who have seen my face brought that I think that the second one might have actually worked, having it low down. Am I getting good at this vlogging stuff or what? That looks pretty good. I might have just enough horsehair left to do one more row. And then A, the skirt will look hopefully fantastic. B, I can use up the horsehair that I've had for 3 years. It's a win-win. Today, I really want to finish this dress. It's like wearable right now. We just have some minor details that we need to get done. First thing I need to do is figure out how I want these, what are they called? They're not even ruffles, like flounces. Figure out how I want this skirt to sit, and then I need to tack everything down in the front so that it doesn't go anywhere. And then I decided I wanted to add just mirror pieces very sparsely around it. There's one right here, just so like when you're moving it kind of will catch the light, but not a lot, just like one every once in a while. And I've kind of been matching the mirror with the shape of the dress. So like they just kind of match so that it's more organic. I have a bunch of different shapes of them. I wanted it to be puffier up here. So what I'm going to do is make some like padding things and sew them inside deep in this pleat so that it stands up. I want it to be a bit more avant-garde. And then the bust area, I need to pad out a little bit, if you know what I mean, because it's a little big on me right now. And then I think the dress will be done. The way I'm doing this is probably so not couture, so not professional. I'm making these little puffy squares that I'm filling with polyfill. I'm just making little pouches and I'm gonna sew them into the skirt so that it like puffs out. At this point, I don't know what else to do to get the kind of shape I want because the horsehair wasn't working. I got everything done I needed to get done on the skirt. So now I am pinning the things in place. They're really fine, but not how I want them, like my vision. Because of the horsehair, it's just kind of unruly. So I'm gonna tack them in various places so that they sit how I want, but I don't want it to look fake. You know, I want it to look naturally how it is, but it's not gonna be. So with that said, I'm trying to just get these to lay good. You're on my chair right now, so y'all are spinning. I do not want to take the dress off the mannequin and disturb what I have going on, so I've pulled it up to my machine and I am sewing it like this.